And welcome back in, everyone. Thanks so much for stopping by here once again, as we're going to have a throwback play-by-play 14 years ago with this one here, back to 2006, with the Sweet 16, number 3 versus number 2, and just a great classic game in store here. Gonzaga, as they had Adam Morrison, the number 3 NBA draft pick from 2006, as he was supposed to be like the next big thing in the NBA back in the day, but just never materialized into anything. But they took on the UCLA Bruins in this one back in 2006 here in this game, and we'll go a little bit into the play-by-play here in just a moment here, everybody, as we'll get to this one. Hey, welcome all in here on the stream, though. Colin, what is good? Seb, what is good here? TTC, welcome in here. Gonzaga fan, Jake, Ryan, he's uploaded a funny video. Check out Ryan's video that he uploaded earlier today if you guys would like. Hey, what is good? Cormac White here. Shout out to his Uncle McNuttis right now. Gets him a shout out. Hey, welcome in here. Woody the First. Thanks so much, Woody here. His name before was Gelatin, for stopping on by. Yeah, it's been quite a while, man. Thanks so much for stopping on by. Hey, welcome in, Vegas Vix, man. What is good, brother? Thanks so much for stopping on by here once again. So, we'll go into this one in just like a moment or so with a play-by-play between these two teams. Mustache looking fine. I appreciate it. Actually, I shaved the beard earlier today, but for UCLA, they got quite a bit of players that went to the NBA from this 2006 team, as they went all the way to the national title game, but they lost to the Florida Gators, and Al Horford was in that Florida Gators team with Billy Donovan back in 2006. 73-57 was the final, but this game was part of the Sweet 16, and they have like a bunch of players here. They got 6 players from the NBA in this UCLA team, and one of them was Darren Collison. He's the last one that played in the NBA, as he retired last year from the Pacers to become a Jehovah's Witness at the end of the season. But Adam Morrison was on Gonzaga. Him and there was one other player, Jeremy Pargo, who went to the NBA. But Morrison was supposed to be the next big thing, but unfortunately never materialized into not really much into anything. Hey, welcome in, Kevin here. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping by. Yeah, my night's been doing pretty well right now, making the best of it. It's been quite interesting. We've been working out in the working in the yard a lot, like upkeeping the yard where I am. So we've been doing that a lot. I live in like 3.5 acres of land or so. We got a pond right in the back of our yard. So a lot of work that we've been doing to the back of our yard, cutting down trees, raking leaves, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Looking nicer by the day here, nicer by the minutes. Hey, welcome in, Spartans gang here. Thanks so much for stopping by. He puts out nice choice NBA showing Michael Jordan's double nickel versus the Knicks. They've got, wow, that's awesome there. Putting on that game. Looking like Gardner Minshew again. Yep. Classic with Gardner Minshew. Hopefully we'll have some NFL this season. Hey, welcome in, Vaughn here. What is good? So I'm going to get to the play-by-play between these two teams right now. This game, a throwback 14 years ago. It was on a CBS for the play-by-play. Gus Johnson had the call for this one. Oh, man, I wish Gus Johnson was still calling games for CBS to this day, but he's moved over now to Fox. But Gus Johnson, the man, my favorite sports announcer of all time. And I think I remember, like, maybe seeing this is 14 years ago, though. I was only 10 years old. I think I was in the 4th grade. Because I'm 24 now. I was 10 years old when this game happened. I feel like there's been so many growing up with. I do remember Vermont versus Syracuse. I think that was back in 2005. But I feel like, yeah, that one Gus Johnson called. I feel like I might have saw this one as well, but I can't really, like, put the pieces to it to see if I, remember it in its entirety. Hey, welcome in. I don't know anymore. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. He is back again. I appreciate it, brother. So here we go. We're going to get ready for this game. This is a 3 versus 2 Sweet 16 from 2006. Gonzaga versus UCLA, as he is back on the channel. And the big talk in this game was Adam Morrison for Gonzaga. Gonzaga will go in the dark blue uniforms, white letters, white numbers for this game. UCLA in the white uniforms with blue numbers and letters for this one. Adam Morrison was the big hit of the show back in 2006 for college basketball. And here he is playing for Gonzaga, the 3 seed versus the 2 seed here in the 2006 tournament, Sweet 16 versus UCLA. Yeah, feel free, guys. Check out Ryan's video that he posted up there. If you guys want some good laughs, check it out as this game got tipped off. Oh, man, this is fresh. I remember this scoreboard from '06. The scoreboard with the top and the bottom to it. Oh, that's awesome. Missed three-point shot to start out right there by UCLA. Gonzaga gets the basketball. Their first possession, top of the key for the Zags, passing over to Morrison. Morrison, hook shot in the key. That one goes down for two right there by Adam Morrison. 2-zip Gonzaga. ESPN recently, some nights they pretend the channel is called the Ocho. Yeah, I heard about that they're doing like ESPN the Ocho now, and they do a lot of marble races. I've heard about that. Oh, that's cool. Dodge Juggle. I gotta check that out. I actually don't know what that is, but I saw like a little clip of the marble race last week to like pass the time to see what was going on for sports. UCLA with the ball now, right wing perimeter into the hands of Aaron Afalo. He's going to take the jumper. That one's off the mark. They get the offensive rebound for UCLA. Into the hands of Luke Richard Mbah-a-Moute. Swings it over top of the key. UCLA's got the basketball. 18:50 left to go in the first. Moves it over to Jordan Farmer. Farmer passes over now to the free throw circle into the hands of Moute. Moute swings it back, and that's going to be an offensive foul called on UCLA. So Gonzaga will get it back 2-zip. 18:45 left to go. Vegas Vix is 4 years old. Back in 2006. Yeah, this is... I can't believe that time just, like, flew by like this. This is crazy. Yeah, 2006 I was 10 years old. And 2006 is when my sister graduated high school. And I graduated high school in 14. Gonzaga going inside the low post. Is going to be an offensive foul called by Morrison here. It's going to go back to UCLA. Adam Morrison, our next Larry Bird, they were all putting out here. All the hype for Aaron Morrison never materialized into anything. Oh, man, Vons County has 23 cases. Sorry to hear that, bud. My county has got like 100 and... That's a foul underneath at the baseline by Gonzaga. UCLA will get the basketball on the inbounds. Yeah, my county has like 160 cases right now in my county. UCLA inbounds. Top of the key, the Bruins got it. Bounce pass to the left wing perimeter to the hands of Jordan Farmer. Farmer swings it over now to the left wing of Flalo. Passes over to the right wing into the hands of Farmer. Going to take the three. It's off the mark. They get the offensive rebounds with Ryan Hollins. And Hollins pushes off on the rebound. It's going to be a foul offensively by UCLA. And then Dodge Jungle, what he put in out here. One person in each team. They're rejuggling 3 or 4 bowling pins. So there's also guards in each team trying to knock the pins out of each team's juggler. Oh, that's awesome. That sounds like such a cool sport. 2-zip the score. 18 minutes remaining here in the first half. Gonzaga with the basketball. They're stuck. They finally do pass it off, though. As the Zags go inside with it. Passes it back outside. Top of the key. Ravio moves it over now to the right baseline as they bobble it and lose control of the basketball. UCLA with a steal. They go full court pass right ahead of the pack, and that ball goes... I guess deflected out of bounds by Gonzaga, so UCLA will get it back. Any NBA players? There's like a lot of these players just never really materialized going into the NBA. Like a lot of them made it into the NBA, but very short careers. For UCLA, the most notable one is Darren Collison. Darren Collison played for the Pacers all the way up till last year until at the end of the year where he retired. 2-zip the score, 17:20 remaining. Gonzaga passes that one low post to nobody as it goes out of bounds. And UCLA will get it right back. Oh, that's good. Vegas Vix hasn't heard any new cases yet in his community. That's good. Yeah, same with me. I think we only got 1 in our town so far. Yeah, I heard about that with Japan. Now it's going right back up again. Gotta be careful. It's gonna be a long, long time, I feel like. I don't think sports with fans is gonna return to, like, a long time or so. Yep, Hannah Morrison does have 2 rings, though. Woody's County has more than 140 cases. Yeah, I think mine is like 160. Vaughn's school has been extended to May 1st, which the state of Mass and my state has been extended to like May, I think it's May 4th for the school closures now. Oh, jeez. stay safe there. I don't know anymore. His county has over 1,000 cases. Yikes. Oof. That's not good. Second shot, that one's good at the free throw line. 2-2 the score, 3 minutes through the first half right now. 17 more minutes left to go. Gonzaga with the basketball. Derek Ravio passes this one out, left wing perimeter. For Gonzaga, they're going to put up a 3 when Morrison. It's off the mark, no good. Tipped around and rebounded by UCLA, and a foul picked up as well by Gonzaga. That's going to be number 32 with a foul for the Bulldogs, Sean Mallion. And it stops the clock with 16:51 again. Yeah, that's a good estimate right there. I don't know anymore. Sports to return in August. Probably so. August or September, it seems really likely right now. I'm supposed to go to a NASCAR race in July. I don't think that's happening. I got tickets to go to... I renewed my tickets to go to New Hampshire Motor Speedway, but I don't think there's any way possible that that's going to happen with over like 100,000 fans of the race. 2-2 the score. UCLA with the basketball, top of the key here with Jordan Farmer. He's got 8 on the shot clock, 16:20 remaining. Pass it inside, back in their way, low post, puts up the jumper down and rolls around, no good by Ryan Hollins. Rebounds, goes back to Gonzaga. Bulldogs basketball, Morrison moves it top of the key. To the left wing perimeter into the hands of Ravio, takes the jumper, it's up. And it's gonna be good right there as he connects on his 3-point shot, goes down from the left wing by Derek Ravio, so it's 5-2. Yeah, Vegas Vic's pointing out that state hasn't extended the school closures, just expecting it to happen. Yeah, I know the governor for Rhode Island, Gina Raimondo, she's basically doing everything in like increments or so for what she's been doing. She put into place that the National Guard and like the state police now, they're stopping like all cars with New York license plates that goes into Rhode Island. So it's gotten to be that crazy that they're stopping cars with New York license plates, getting the address of where they're going, whether it's a hotel or like a summer home that they have in like Rhode Island or Mass, and the National Guard goes to the person's doorstep like every single day and checks up on them to make sure that they do 14-day quarantine now. Gonzaga off the inbound right there, goes inside, low post, puts it up and in for 2 by Morrison. It's 7-2. 15:40 left to go. UCLA basketball. Got it top of the key now into the hands of Aaron Aflalo. Aflalo puts that one in the right corner, goes out of bounds, though, swung it over the head right there of Farmer, and it goes out of bounds. So 15:41 left to go, timeout on the court. So we'll take a stoppage in time right now in this game, right before we get back into it. 40,000 cases in Germany. Yeah, Germany doesn't really have that many deaths, though, so that's a good sign for Germany. School closure here until April 15th for, I don't know anymore, but yeah, that's when there were 20 cases. Now it's just boomed in this area, man. I feel for you. That area where you live in, where, like, a lot of, like, beach partiers went to, oof, like... New Orleans and Miami is going to get worse in those two areas, New Orleans and Miami. Like, I feel for you guys. Von heard that the peak of in Italy will be next week. It could go down in April. Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, that'll be... Hopefully they can have a Serie A back by May. That'd be good there to get some Serie A back. Yeah, Germany, Norway, Iceland, Finland, Switzerland. I know Netherlands and UK definitely have more than 1,000. Portugal has more than 1,000. Czechoslovakia also with 1,000+ cases. Puts out. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know anymore. A lot of people from New York go to Florida too. Wow. Cause yeah, they've been coming to like Rhode Island and Mass because their hospitals are overflowing. So these people are checking into like Rhode Island Hospital or like hospitals in Massachusetts to get like to go get tested and to go to these hospitals around like my area. Like they're leaving New York and commuting like 3-4 hours away to go to these hospitals now. Yes. That's very important in there to stay at home, and like other European countries, because if they're not staying at home, that's how that will spread, and that's how it's spreading right now in South Africa. because they're not taking it seriously. Brazil still not taking it seriously. Hey, welcome in, Goody here. Thanks so much for stopping by. 7-2 the score. We get back to action. 15.5 left to go. Gonzaga goes dribble drive inside. UCLA picks up the foul, and the Bulldogs will go to the line, shoot 2 here at the free throw line. It will be number 22, a Roll Knight, as he'll shoot 2 now at the line for Gonzaga. Yeah, Africa hasn't had to close that much because it's just starting in Africa. It's going to be a whole lot worse, like, next week, the week after, it's going to be a ton worse out there, like, South Africa, oof, it's not looking good for, like, Ethiopia, the Congo. I feel for those people out there. Both of the shots go down at the free throw line, 9-2 to score. 15-20 left to go right now. Yep, a lot of hand washing, everybody. Don't forget to wash your hands each and every day. Keep on doing it. Stay healthy. 15 minutes as we approach that mark. UCLA floats it up, no good. Rebound goes to Gonzaga here on the board. It's David Pendergraph with a rebound. Gonzaga dribbles past the half-court logo. They're going to take a 3. This one's up, no good. Hits the back iron to get the offensive rebound. 5 minutes through. Morrison's got the ball, moves it over to the edge of that March Madness logo. They almost go a backcourt violation, and they were trying to get the basketball at right above midcourt, and Ravio traveled with it, trying to hold on to the ball right there, but he lost his footing, and he traveled with the basketball. So UCLA will get it right back. Serrier could be back in May. That's a positive sign if they can be back with May. Maybe they'll play games, but with no fans. Yeah, I can't see fans right now for, like, the next 3 or 4 months or so, especially for, like, American sports. Yeah, UCLA right now only has 2 points in this one. 9-2 to score. 14.5 left to go. That ball gets poked to the backcourt. UCLA able to get it. They have the ball top of the key here for the Bruins. Now they dribble right wing into the hands of Jordan Farmer. Farmer bounce pass free throw circle into the hands of Mba Moots. Goes inside, puts it up, and he gets fouled from behind. It's going to be 2 shots coming up at the free throw line by UCLA. 9-2 now as we got 14-16 left to go in the first half. Wow, Boston College was in this tournament back in 2006. That's a name I haven't seen in a decade playing March Madness. Boston College took on Villanova. Wow, and they made it that far? That's crazy. Yeah, prayers out to everybody out in Africa, because they don't really have, like, hand-washing facilities, not a whole lot of running water out there, so prayers to the people out in Africa, because it's already started over there. And it's gonna take time before it starts, like, getting worse and worse and worse. Africa is where where the U.S. was, basically, in, like, mid-February or so. Hey, welcome in here, Little Minnow Sportsman. Thanks so much for stopping by, brother. I appreciate it. Second shot's good at the free throw line by UCLA. 9-4 to score. Yeah, I can't believe that Boston College made it into the tournament back in 2006. As we get a big block right there inside the low post by UCLA. It's going to go out of bounds. 13:55 left to go. Baseball could return either July or June. That'd be awesome if it could do so for baseball, if it does return by July or June. Soccer team Inter Miami changing their logo to promote social distancing. That's a good point right there. I know McDonald's changing their golden arches there, 6 feet away or so. They're doing their social distancing. 9-4 to score. Off the inbound right there. Gonzaga shot the 3, but they pushed off, so it's going to be an offensive foul. UCLA will get it right back. UCLA is shot at this stage of the game through the first 8 minutes. They have shot 0 for 8 from the floor, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. I know, man. Well, man, no sports. This is rough, brother. But we're gonna make it through together here, my man. Just keep your head up, brother. And I can't wait for 2021. Honestly, can't wait. Next year, I hope, fingers crossed, will be a million times better than what this season has been, because this has just been unfortunate. It's so weird. So weird right now. I feel for the people who live, like, inner city, like, in apartments that, like, can't get out of their house or anything. I actually live out in, like, I live in, like, like out in the forest basically where I live in. So we got like a lot of distance in between us as UCLA goes to the free throw line. First shot's up. First shot's good. Somalia cares more about the pirates out there. Oof. Yeah, it's hopefully these countries are ready. Cormac White here going to get a shout out from McNuddis on the channel. So welcome back in here as we got McNuddis on the channel. Hey, welcome in Gonzaga fan here. Played for the Mets at 8. Thanks so much, Gonzaga fan, for stopping by. Yeah, gotta stay strong, guys. Definitely, indeed. As UCLA going and try to block Gonzaga inside, but UCLA picks up the foul. Woody was 2 years old back in 06. Wow. Yep, 6 feet away, or else Vegas Vix will spray. First shot's up. First shot's good. A lot of free throws so far in this game. Adam Morrison checks out. Can't believe that both of these teams have scored. The final score into this is into the 70s. And that's with no overtime, so we'll get 10-5 here. 13.5 left to go. Make it 11. Yeah, that's good that Serie A postponed all matches in April. You don't want to be playing soccer right now. That's the last thing you want to be doing in Italy. 11-5 to score. Lob over the top. They missed alley-oop by UCLA. A rebound by Gonzaga going the other way here. The Zags have the basketball, left wing into the hands of Errol Knight. Knight passes. Low post as they put it up and in off the backboard. It counts for 2 by Pendergraph. 13-5, 13 minutes left to go. And we have a timeout here on the floor as we go play-by-play here. Throwback from 06. Hey, welcome on to the channel here. Carbantka, thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Dayton fan here. I appreciate it for stopping by here. I feel you for being a Dayton fan this season, because this was the chance. This was the chance that Dayton would have had a chance for the #1 seed, would have had a chance to win the national title, and it's just so sad that this season just couldn't happen for March Madness. Yeah, low-scoring game. First half, we still got 13 minutes left to go, but 13-5, that is it. UCLA having trouble right now connecting on like their shots from the floor as Gonzaga steals it. Here they go on the fast break for the Zags as they lay it up and in off the backboard. It'll count for 2 more. 15-5 right now. 12:40 remaining. Gonzaga tries to... Oh, they get it. They forced the turnover from UCLA. And we get a foul from behind. I think UCLA commits the foul. So that's back-to-back turnovers in the backcourt by UCLA. Gonzaga gets fouled. They should be going to the line here with 12:41 left to go. Let's see here. Shout out for stepdad, Slyn Farkey. We got here. So Slyn Farkey as well. It's going to be an inbound. The foul was before the shot. Gonzaga goes inside into the key bounce pass over left wing perimeter. Oh, nice dish right there into the low post, but it's another foul by UCLA right before that. I don't think so at all. I don't think that we'll be seeing it anytime soon, sports fans, by like late May. They postponed. Yeah, they postponed the Indy 5. Yeah, the Indy 500 or so. Yeah, the Indy 500 and a lot of other stuff they postponed. So I don't think there's going to be like any like sports with spectators in the U.S. by like late May. Maybe in Canada they'll have spectators for their games because Canada's done a much better job. But as far as the U.S., it's just out of control right now. 17-5 to score. Gonzaga hits both of their free throws by Ravio. He's got 5 points right now. UCLA with the basketball, bounce pass right baseline. UCLA feeds it inside. Ball tipped, deflected, stolen away by Gonzaga here with a foul by UCLA as well. This has been a rough start for Gonzaga so far. We'll see if the final score is the outcome of this rough start right now. 7 turnovers by UCLA, and we're not even halfway through the first half. Champion League's game, Valencia against Atalanta was the thing that brought it to Spain. Oof, that's not good. And Madrid's getting hit really hard. Yup, Obi Toppin, the man to watch. Obi Toppin is the man. 17-5 to score. 12:10 left to go in the first half. McNuggets had his trials for the Nuggets there. 12-point lead by Gonzaga. UCLA with the basketball. They get the top of the key as we approach the 12-minute mark left to go. Dribbling around the perimeter to the hands of Emba Moot. Swings it over right hand here to Farmer. Farmer bounce pass, left baseline dribble. UCLA with it, and we got a collision right there. It's going to be Pendergraft who picks up the foul for Gonzaga now. It's going to stop the clock with 11:50 left to go. So it looks like another TV timeout. 17-5 the score right now. There was like nothing on TV like today, like zero things to watch today on TV. Usually they put on like replays of sports games from the past. The only thing that I got to see today that was like sports related was it was a 30 for 30 Lakers versus Celtics 1984. 30 for 30 on that with the Celtics winning against the Lakers in the NBA Finals. Free throws coming up at the line here. UCLA hits the first one, 17-6 the score. Oh, geez. After that, 35% of the Valencia players tested positive. Yikes. Eek. Oh, goodness. Second shot that was up, that was through. 17-7 now the score. We got under 12 left to go in the first half. Gonzaga with the basketball into the hands of Pargo. Dribbles past the half-court logo. Pass over to Morrison. Morrison swings it over to Pendergraft, top of the key. Here moves it over left wing to Pargo. Feeds it low post to Morrison. Ball deflected out of bounds, though, by UCLA. It's going to go back to Gonzaga here. 11.5 left to go. Gonzaga will inbound in their front court. Gonzaga looking to pass it here in the inbound. Oh, nice move right there to the backdoor cut. They missed the layup. They got fouled, though. Right off on the putback. It's going to stop the clock with 11:32 left to go. Yeah, that's what I can really see right now, Vaughn. So I've got tickets to go to the NASCAR race in July in New Hampshire. I just can't see there being like any fans out there for that time. Hey, welcome in, my man. Behind the Arc fan. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping on by. I appreciate it. Stay safe, my man. Hopefully all is well out there in your neck of the woods. 17-7 the score. Doing a little throwback here to college basketball. March Madness tournament from 06. Massive comeback UCLA had in this one as Gonzaga missed the first free throw. Second one goes down at the line. It's 18-7. 11.5 left to go. A lot of free throws so far in this game. A lot of stop and start, stop and start. UCLA dribbles past the half-court logo. The Bruins now move it over right wing, dribbling with Aflalo into the key. Floats it up, and that one's good for two by UCLA. Puts it back to single-digit moments. 18-9. UCLA hits their first shot from the floor. They are 1 for 9. This first half's gone by really slow so far. Gonzaga bounce pass. Inside the low post. Floats it up. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound UCLA. The Bruins now right back with the basketball. Past half court. They're going to go 3-point as they go. Square for a J. They hit it right there from the outside. 18-12. 6-point game. They have made it now. 10:45 left to go in the first. Gonzaga with the ball top of the key. Hey, welcome in, my man Landon. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping by. Inside low post Gonzaga as they lost control of it. Goes out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds right there. As UCLA tipped it out of bounds, so Gonzaga will get it right back. That's odd. I actually started on my sportscaster stream. I stopped my sportscaster stream now because I started it up and it ended. It ended for some reason, like when I started it up. So I think there's a glitch going on with sportscaster right now once again. Gonzaga in the low post passes over top of the key as they lost control of the ball, but UCLA picks up the foul. It's going to be Darren Collison who picks up the foul. He is the last player here from this game that had the longest time in the NBA with Darren Collison. Played for UCLA. And then last year he retired after the end of the season with the Pacers. Yeah, that would be an awesome one, man. I'm definitely gonna do that game. 2016, Villanova versus UNC at some point. I have like a list of games that I really want to do here. But that's one that they should do on like TV. That'd be a good one if they put that on for like TV. That'd be awesome. Gonzaga going inside, puts it up and in for 2. It's 20-12. 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Let's see our opinions on the Celtics this year. I think they should have had, well, it all depends on the season even like resumes or anything, but like before this whole thing went down, I thought they would have had a chance to play into the Eastern Conference Finals and actually give the Bucks a run for their money this year. So the Celtics could very well, they could have very well went to the NBA Finals, but I don't know. I don't even know like what's gonna go on. Like now it's gonna be delayed so much. Like it's not looking too promising right now according to the projections. Missed free throw at the line by UCLA. Gonzaga gets the rebound as they put it up inside, and we get a foul. Gonzaga will go to the line, shoot 2. 9:42 left to go. Let's see here. Von Hurt, it's going to get really bad. South America by late April. Oof. Prayers out to everybody out in Brazil because that's where people are like congregating together. They all think that it's like a myth. Like the whole virus thing is a myth. It doesn't look too promising out there towards Brazil. Like anywhere in South America, they're going to get hit hard later. Now, was there a buzzer beater or a comeback? Massive comeback in this one, as Gonzaga hits both of the free throws down at the line. So massive comeback in this game. UCLA with the ball, gets it past the half-court logo. They hand it off now. Top of the key into the hands of Ryan right here with the basketball for UCLA. Pass it over to Farmer here. He's got the ball now. And it goes over to Collison. Darren Collison now with the basketball. The former Indiana Pacer bounce pass to Aflalo. Aflalo now. 9 on the shot clock, makes his move inside, spin move, takes the floater, that one's off the mark. Adam Morrison comes up with the rebound. Morrison passes over right wing here, into the hands of Ravio, passes back top of the key, they're going to take a 3, hits the rim short, they get the offensive rebound, and they put it up. Right baseline, Ravio hits it for 2. 24-12 the score, 8:59 left to go in the first half, timeout. Take it on the court here in this one, as we'll get back right after this break. Hey, welcome in, Patrick here. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. I appreciate it, bud. I think there was almost a buzzer beater in this one. I remember Gus Johnson saying Batista with a catch. But Batista couldn't get it off in time. What a game, though. UCLA now with the ball off the miss. Shot by Gonzaga. They go and took the 3. It's off the mark. They get the offensive rebounds. And UCLA gets fouled. It's going to be 2 shots here. Coming up at the line by Ryan Hollins for the Bruins now. So, yikes. Struggling from the floor. They're 2 for 13 right now in this one. How can you tell? Well, I guess if she doesn't have a beating pulse or anything. Yeah, that'd be an awesome one to do. 1979, Bird versus Magic there. That's another one I plan to do behind the arc fan. I've got like a whole list of them. 24-14, the second shot goes down at the free throw line. Oh, Patrick remembers this one. Back in the day listening to this game as well. Awesome, man. Gonzaga passes that one off the backdoor, cut inside. They put it up and in off the backboard. It'll count for 2. And Gonzaga was fouled as well. So they're going to go to the free throw line and shoot 1 here with J.P. Batista. Gonzaga with a 12-point lead. 8:21 left to go before halftime. Batista now 5 points in this one for Gonzaga. And Batista hits the free throw. Yep. Adam Morrison he was supposed to be the next Larry Bird. And then just never materialized into the NBA. 13-point lead Gonzaga. UCLA takes the three. It's off the mark. They get the offensive rebound. UCLA puts it up. That shot, no good. Air ball. Rebound goes to Gonzaga here. They pass it past the timeline into the hands of Pargo. Pargo right wing, moves it over to Morrison. Catch and shoot three. Top of the key, Morrison's off the mark. He misses it. Rebounds. Goes back over to UCLA. Bruins have it. 7:50 left to go. They run the length of the court. They lay it up and in. They go on the fast break. It's for two. Gonzaga right back with the basketball as they're up by 11. The Zags have it into the hands of Pargo. Pargo top of the key. Dribbles towards the left wing. Looking to pass it here. Moves it over to Morrison. Morrison goes inside. Floats it up. He's got two more. 29-16. Adam Morrison in this game, he finished with 24s. He's got 6 right now. UCLA with the ball. Pulls it out to the left corner. Moves it out to the top of the key here for the Bruins. They're down by 13. We'll see if that number sticks throughout the remainder of the game. They pass it over left corner. Takes a three. It's off the front iron. No good. Rebound Gonzaga here. 7 minutes left to go before halftime. Gonzaga with the basketball. They have it into the hands of Pargo. Pargo dribbling now top of the key. Looking to pass it someplace. He does to the right corner. Gonzaga with the ball now. Top of the key into the hands of Pendergraph. Pendergraph passes. Low post. Backing their way inside. They put it up and in for two more. This game's getting out of control. 31-16 right now in a Sweet 16 game in 2006. This is a 15-point lead by Gonzaga. 6:42 left to go in the first half. We'll get back here after this TV timeout. So let's see here. Vaughn thinks China will be playing sports by late April and early May. Yeah, that looks like a real possibility in China since they're the first ones through this. Hopefully everybody can do their part with the social distancing here in the U.S. so we can get back to sports quicker than usual. That's kind of the reward for us. Think about if the people don't do the social distancing thing, then we're going to struggle to get sports back. If the students keep on, yeah, it's getting worse right now everywhere. It's going to get worse in Lynchburg, Virginia. It's going to get worse for a long time in Virginia out towards Liberty University. Because the students at Liberty University returned to class this week. Like, what are they thinking? Like, the president of the college had the students return to class this week at Liberty University. He welcomed over 1,000 students back to the university on Monday. And, it's just unfortunate. That's just bonehead right there. Why in the world they even did that? Yeah, things have cleared up a bit in Asia. Everything's going down in China right now. It's getting worse everywhere else. Yeah, same with me, Vegas Vix. Missing sports so much. Yup, that's another one I do plan to do behind the arc fan with Gordon Hayward and Butler. Butler versus Duke. What a game that was. Alright, so we're going to get back to this game. I remember Gus Johnson calling this one when I was growing up. Gus Johnson's my favorite announcer of all time, too. He's the man. 6 points so far by Adam Morrison. 6:42 left to go in the first half. And UCLA down by 15 here. UCLA will get the basketball. They are struggling to convert from the floor right now. This game is in San Francisco. So it's actually in California. In San Francisco for this one. This is a good regional matchup, actually. Gonzaga's out in Spokane, Washington. UCLA is from Los Angeles, and this game's in San Francisco. That's actually a good, geographic, game or so. UCLA with the ball now, dribbling right wing perimeter. Passing it over inside the key. They're going to take a jumper. It's up, and it's good for two. Ryan Hollins hits it. 13-point game. Gonzaga right back with the ball. Dribbles past the half-court logo. Now they move it over to Morrison. Morrison takes the jumper. He is gutter right there. He's automatic. Hits at the free throw circle on this one. Hey, welcome in, my man John here. Thanks so much, bud, for stopping by. I hear you, man. I hear you, my man. We were outside all day though. It seems like even though now that we've got state quarantine over here, we've got so much done. Dude, I can't wait till you come over sometime after this is all said and done and see what we've been doing at the pond. It's incredible, man. It's just incredible. We've cleared so many trees down in like my backyard towards the pond. We live on like 3.5 acres of land or so. For you guys that didn't know, but in my backyard we have a pond, and it's looking into order right now. Um, every single day, it's just so much stuff, but we keep on like getting like stuff out left and right. It's crazy. Oh wow, John's been fishing pretty much every day. Yeah, I that's basically just go outside, and it's basically it. It's unfortunate, man. It's quite weird. 5:20 remaining. UCLA takes the three. It's off the mark. No good. Rebound by Gonzaga right here as they pass it over to the left wing perimeter. Gonzaga with the basketball. Feeds it. Low post now as they back their way at the left baseline. They put up the hook shot. We got a lot of contact in the foul. It's going to be a Gonzaga offensive foul as they push off. It's going to go right back over to UCLA here with 5:07 left to go. Yeah, this isn't even the worst of it. I think like 2 weeks from now we're probably going to be into the worst of it, most likely or so. This is just it's just unfortunate what's been going on right now. Yeah, China did a really harsh quarantine there, Jake. India for 3 weeks now. They're going through their own stay at order. These people from New York are coming over to like Rhode Island and Mass. So what they're doing now in Rhode Island is that they're the governor of Rhode Island's having like the National Guard and the state police stop cars with New York license plates on the roads in Rhode Island. They have to if you have a New York license plate, if you drive into like I-95 through like Stonington, Connecticut, through to the border to Westerly, Rhode Island, you have to stop at the rest area if you got a New York plate, or if not, they're gonna stop you on the highway, and they get all your information, and they tell you that you got to quarantine for 14 days if you're visiting Rhode Island or Mass from New York. It's crazy what they got going on right now. You got to quarantine at a hotel or at your summer home for 14 days. And that's the thing. A lot of these people from New York, they're fleeing like the New York, like Long Island, Westchester County metro area. They're coming over to like places like Little Compton, Rhode Island, Westport, Mass, like beach areas kind of, because they got like summer homes out there, like Middletown and Portsmouth. They got summer homes out in like Rhode Island, like coastal Mass. It's crazy. 4:55 left to go as we're back into the game. UCLA lobs it over the top. They go alley-oop right now. It's 33-20. Yep. I wonder if I don't think they've done a stay-at-home order for New York yet, which I don't get. It's New York, New Jersey, and then it's that Fairfield County in Connecticut. Those are the bad places right now as far as like the most cases in the U.S. Gonzaga goes inside. Adam Morrison lays it up for two. 35-20. Morrison now with 10 points. UCLA right back with the basketball. They're trailing by 15 in this one. Yeah, it's really tough there. Like there's people from New York driving like 3 hours away for like healthcare to get like checked out at like Hasbro Hospital in Rhode Island. Like they're getting checked out at like Rhode Island Hospital. Like all these hospitals in Rhode Island or like Massachusetts, they're going to get checked out instead of going to their local hospital in New York because everything's just overflowing right now. Jumper no good off the mark right there by UCLA. They're only shooting the ball at 22% right now. Gonzaga at 57%. We'll see if that stays for the second half. Morrison moves it over left wing perimeter. Gonzaga with the basketball as we got 3.5 minutes left to go before halftime. Gonzaga has it into the hands of Ravio, top of the key. Ravio moves it over to the left wing, makes their move inside for Gonzaga, passes over to the right baseline, takes the jumper, it's off the mark, they get the offensive rebound though. Low post, puts it up, that ball off the glass, no good. There's a scrum for the basketball right there, as we're going to have a tie-up on the court, stops the clock with 3:18. Yeah, I hear you right there, I don't know anymore, and it's there's a lot of those types of people out in the world right now that they don't know what social distancing is. There's still people that are like they're all gathered around like the seawall with each other, all gathered around in like packs of like 50 to 100 outside on like the beach seawall this weekend out in Narragansett Beach in Rhode Island. The governor was talking about that today. They shut down like a lot of the beaches like up in New England or so, like Hampton Beach in New Hampshire shut down because too many people were gathering at once on like a 45-degree day in March. People were gathering there in packs and groups. Like it's unfortunate. 2016 Chino Hills highlights. Throwback here. Alonzo, LaMelo, LiAngelo, Eliza Scott, and Onyeko and Okongwu, who played at USC this past season. That team was insane. Wow. What a team that must have been with Chino Hills. I know they got like a really good indoor percussion program they got at Chino Hills too, because I remember growing up I saw like their indoor percussion program for drumline was always like them and Dartmouth High from Mass. They were like the top two drumlines in the nation or so when I was growing up. I always remember they used to have like something that's called WGI that they had, Winter Guard Invitational, with drum lines in it too. It was indoor percussion and then indoor color guard, and it was always Chino Hills was like top 3 in the nation. But that basketball team too, those names just sound so impressive as well. Vaughn Punanelli heard that China might get the second wave of the virus. Ooh, that's not good, man. Not good. I know, I think the last stream, somebody, I think it was Vegas Vix, he was telling me about hantavirus, during the last stream, how they had that in China, like 3 or 4 days ago. I was looking that up. I remember, I was at the New Hampshire, at the summer home in New Hampshire, I think it was like last June or July. We were watching like a video together, me and my family, about the whole hantavirus thing, how it broke out with the Navajo people back in like the 1990s. Like we were watching like a whole video, and that's crazy. But it doesn't spread. It doesn't spread like as rapidly as this. Like not even close. Oh man, John played guitar today for the first time in like a year. Big oof. Oh man, something to do to pass the time there. I video chatted with my girlfriend today, and she played the guitar and I played the drums, and we did that through video chat today. So 35-20 to score. 3:18 left to go. Toby Bryant here. Cormac White will get a shout out for us. We're just making up names on the broadcast as Gonzaga gets the inbound, puts it into the hands of Morrison. Morrison goes inside and he lays it up and in for 2. Off the backdoor cut by Morrison. Morrison's also fouled as well, so he'll go to the line and shoot 1. Oh, I heard about that. I don't know anymore. Somebody did that for the Orange Line in Boston. They licked one of the trains in the Orange Line in Boston, and they had to disinfect the entire train. It's so sad what people are doing. It's unfortunate. Like somebody at the grocery store in Pennsylvania, she coughed on $35,000 of produce, and they had to replace it all. I mean, that stimulus check that they get, they better send that stimulus check to that grocery store, because she does not deserve to get that. 17-point lead now by Gonzaga. UCLA needs to get something going, and shooting the ball at 22% won't have anything going right now. As they miss the layup, too strong off the backboard, no good. A rebound back over to Gonzaga here. Gonzaga right back with the ball, top of the key, 2:40 left to go. They go dribble drive inside. They move it back outside to the left wing perimeter. Gonzaga with the ball into the hands of Morrison here with under 2.5 remaining. Adam Morrison takes the jumper. It's up. No good. Hit the front rim. Rebound back over to UCLA. 2:20 left to go here. 17-point game. UCLA with it. They make their move. Dribble drive inside. Low post. Almost lost control of it, but they dribble back to the left corner. Moves it around the perimeter to the hands of Aflalo. Puts up the jumper. It's off the mark, and we get a push off here. On the rebound, going to stop the clock with 2:07. Oh, wow. So, in Australia, where Behind the Arc fan is, school is closed in his area right now. So you're like 2 weeks behind us, basically. Because, in the U.S., school closed 2 weeks ago, where we are. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome, John. To bring over your guitar when this is all done and over, my man. Hopefully hopefully everybody can get their act together, learn how to social distance properly, and then we can all start hanging out together once again. But it doesn't. This stuff for like live sports, it doesn't really look like too promising. Like I've got tickets to go to the New Hampshire race this year, New Hampshire Motor Speedway, and I don't think that's gonna happen. That's in mid-July, and ooh, that doesn't look too promising right now. Oh, you guys closed 1 week ago. Okay, so you're a week behind us then. So not 2 weeks ago, because the school districts in my state, every single school district closed 2 weeks ago in our state. Oh my gosh. The person on TikTok, jeez. These people, you can't be doing this at this unfortunate time we're going through right now. This is the last thing you want to do. All the food that's going to waste. All the food that's going to waste right now, it's terrible. Yeah, Vegas Vix has the point right there. Fact, we didn't get to watch UCLA in the tournament this year. So sad. It's so sad. Same with Providence. UCLA and Providence were the two teams making a run for the tournament, and it's so sad because Rhode Island's not going to be in the tournament next year unless they have like major changes. They basically lost their entire starting five. Like Fats Russell yesterday declared for the NBA draft. Tyrese Martin also is transferring. It's not good. It's not good when the number 1 and 2 scorers from your team are transferring. They also lost a couple of seniors to graduation. So, it doesn't look too promising for URI for next season unless they do recruit strong and get their hands on like a good amount of recruits. Yep. I don't think the hantavirus will be like that, Vaughn. It's already in the U.S. It's been in the U.S. since like 1993. I think the people from the Navajo Indian tribe in New Mexico started it. Because I think that's how it started. Because I remember watching a video about that, but it doesn't spread like it. Like, there are 0 cases since 1993 in the state of Massachusetts. There's over 100 cases in the epicenter of that in New Mexico. But, I think there's, like, fewer than, like, 2,000 from, like, present day to, like, 1993 with that, because it doesn't spread as, like, quickly. Gonzaga goes inside. They put up the jumper right there. 39-22 to score. J.P. Batista with 10 points right now. As UCLA lost the basketball, Gonzaga tries to go out for it, diving right there, and the ball goes out of bounds. Yeah, maybe sometime I'll sing for you guys. Maybe sometime here. Doesn't look too promising because I actually sing in a barbershop choir, and we've got no rehearsals until like mid-May. Doesn't look too promising that we're gonna have the rehearsal starting back in mid-May. That's a 3-point shot taken right there from behind the arc, and it's knocked down by UCLA. It's Farmer now has got 6 points, 39-25 as we approach a minute left to go before halftime. Adam Morrison, right baseline dribble, low post, puts it up. The shot gets blocked, but they get it right back for Gonzaga. Gonzaga puts up a 3 top of the key. It is up. It is good. They hit the triple from behind the arc. So they're up by 17 again. 53 seconds left to go before halftime. UCLA goes inside. That ball gets deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Gonzaga, I think. It's going to stop the clock with 51 seconds. Yeah, we were in a band together. I don't know anymore. So, yeah. Throwback to high school. 2012 were the best days there. Throwback to high school. With a high school drum line. 2013, 2014. I just wish we could throw it back to 2012 because those were quite the days there. Freshman year of high school, 2010-11. 2012 is sophomore year of high school. That's sophomore year of high school is when I got John to play the cymbals, and then junior year and senior year is crazy. Like I remember like 2012, 2013. It's crazy. Like the last couple of streams I've been doing were like 2012, 2013 games. I'm like, where in the world is time gone? Like, 7, 8 years ago. It's crazy how that time just, like, flew right by. Like, it's insane. Like, it felt like yesterday. Really did. Felt like yesterday. I think I'm all set with seeing any video of people licking items right there. But it looks like Daily Blast Live has it right now. So you got free throws coming up at the line. UCLA hits the first one. 16-point game now with 51 seconds left to go before halftime. Looks like he's got his shout out to McNutis right now. Ooh. Favorite bands? That's a good question there. As far as bands, ooh. Because actually, I listen to more, like, EDM stuff, growing up. But as far as the current stuff, I've always been into, like, groups like Maroon 5. As far as, like, the current stuff, like, growing up. I was always big on them growing up. But as far as, like, musical artists and stuff, Avicii was, like, the bomb growing up here. Rip to Avicii. Zed is amazing. Seen Zed in concert once. Good stuff for sure. So we got a 15-point game. 42-27. 30 seconds left to go before halftime. UCLA with the basketball, dribbles past the half-court logo. They're going to have a lot of adjustments here going into the second half in this one. We'll see how the second half goes, if they can reverse the tables. If this game was like it right now, I wouldn't be covering it. If this lead was sustained by Gonzaga, but you guys will see what the point I make in the second half. Going inside, a little floater with 5 seconds left to go, and that gives them some momentum going into halftime. 13-point game, half-court heave at the horn. That one's off the mark. And we go into halftime. My man Gus Johnson was on the call for this one 14 years ago. Gonzaga versus UCLA as this game goes into halftime right now. 42-29 to score, and UCLA was down by 17 at one point. Haven't been stocking up on toilet paper. Actually, no, not really. I don't know why people stock up on toilet paper that much. We have like tons and tons of toilet paper here. Anyway, at our house that we've had for like a long time. So we haven't needed to like stock up like in months or so at our house from that. Yep, senior year was a blast for sure. Throwback to the good old days of the band and the drum line and the elite team, and the elite team that nobody wanted to do there. Throwback there. It was only like the drum line that was wanted to do it. Huh? Did I know the drum line too in Bloom Nirvana? Puts out here. Didn't know there was a drum line for that. Ohio State versus Kansas 2012 next. Probably not next because I haven't printed out like the roster sheets for that one. But we got like a lot of like streams that I do plan on doing for the future. So, but I'll keep that one on my mind here. So it's from 2012. I'll put up that one because I've yet to do Ohio State with a throwback. Yeah, I do want to do Kentucky because Jason was on here, I think last week. He was telling me a couple of Kentucky streams. I do have one planned. I think it's from 1998, Kentucky versus Duke, and their comeback they had in that game. But that is the 2012. He puts out Ohio State versus Kansas. I'll see if there's a live video of that one, if I can do that. Do I think Serie A in May can be played behind closed doors? Ooh. Well, the cases are getting less and less and less now in Italy. Since like Italy's like 2 weeks ahead of us. So that I would say probably in late May would be like the best chance there, Vaughn. No fans, just like the players or so, but they're gonna. I mean, yeah, for soccer anyway, you're gonna have to just make sure that everybody there completes their tests before they go right back out or so. Do I listen to Frank Ocean? I used to listen to Frank Ocean quite a bit when I was in college. Haven't listened to him like a lot though, like these past couple of years, but back in like 3 or 4 years ago, I used to listen to Frank Ocean and his stuff coming out like 2016 or so. Oh, that's awesome. So yeah, I'll see if I can be in there tomorrow. So yeah, feel free guys to check out John's channel tomorrow. He's gonna do a hangout stream tomorrow afternoon, chat up with everybody. Yep, gonna be so many classic high school stories over there. What a time as we get back in the second half for this one. This is it's just so weird. Like life right now is just so weird. Hey, welcome in Sad Town here on the channel. Gonna do Super 9 basketball on Fox, 8 p.m. last basket. For one basket. I don't even know what my thumbnail will be for that one. It's too funny. UCLA was fouled. They're going to go to the free throw line. Missed shot right there as they missed the first one. We're back for the second half. 19:43 left to go in half number 2. Second shot coming up by UCLA. Yeah, Germany has like a ton of recoveries, Vaughn. They're doing so well right now in Germany. UCLA misses the free throw. They get the rebound, though. Offensive rebound by UCLA. 30 seconds through the second half of this one. Bruins have the basketball. Dribbles now at the right elbow into the hands of Jordan Farmer as he passes that one into the key. Ball gets deflected. It's going to be a tie-up. It goes back to Gonzaga here. So Gonzaga will get the basketball right back. .13 game. Gonzaga has held the last 8 opponents before this game under 60 points. And UCLA gets the steal as they go inside right there. Lay it up and in. So Gonzaga mishandles the basketball. And UCLA makes them pay. 11-point game. First minute through the second half. Gonzaga will try this again. They dribble past the half-court logo this time. This is Derek Ravio as he has it left wing perimeter. Moves it over now to Morrison. Morrison top of the key. Passes over right baseline. Dribble into the hands of Ravio once again. Bounce pass. Low post to Batista. Batista moves it out now. And they feed it inside right there to Pendergraph as he gets blocked from behind. It's going to go back over to UCLA in transition. The Bruins going inside. They miss the layup, but they tip it in right there for 2. Gets it up and in transition. It's a 9-point game. Single digits. Remember this one. They were down by 17. 18.5 left to go. Gonzaga with the basketball. Free throw circle, they have it. And it gets stolen again by UCLA with a steal. Dribble drive. Inside, they miss the layup. Ball tipped around, and it gets rebounded defensively by Gonzaga. Bulldogs with the basketball. Past half court here with Adam Morrison, and a timeout taken on the court here by Gonzaga. Ooh. Well, I remember the scoreboard growing up. If you guys remember the scoreboard, like back in the day from like 2005, 2006, like I remember the scoreboard growing up. Wow. 42-33 now. So they have a right baseline. Gonzaga with the basketball back in their way with Batista. Moves it out to the top of the key. Oh, they pass that one into the low post. Gets deflected out of bounds by UCLA. Gonzaga will get it right back. 18 minutes remain. Ooh, jeez. Schools aren't even shut down in Ireland. Oh, no. They're going to have to shut those down because everyone's going to start getting sick in Ireland if they have, like, large, like, congregations going on right now. That's the last thing you want to do with this whole world pandemic going on right now. Oof. It's not good. Stay safe out there, everyone. Gonzaga gets fouled. First shot at the free throw line. Batista puts it up. It's up and through. It's a 10-point lead by Gonzaga now. 43-33. Aaron Aflalo. He will go now on the bench. He picks up his 3rd personal for UCLA. Second shot here. Gonzaga hits it. 11-point lead now by the Bulldogs. JP Batista with 12 points. UCLA right back with the basketball. Dribble past the half-court logo. Top of the key, UCLA moves it over left wing perimeter. Back to the right wing here for UCLA. Now they pass it back top of the key here with Jordan Farmer. Farmer swings it over left wing into the hands of Collison. Back over for UCLA to the top. The Bruins get the ball now. Farmer passes over right corner. Moves it over to Collison. Collison now with the basketball. He dribbles left wing. 17.5 left to go. Dribble drive inside. Darren Collison reverses hands and lays it up and in off the backboard for 2 by UCLA. Single digits once again. It's 44-35. 17-15 left to go. Gonzaga moves it inside. The ball gets deflected. Stolen right back by UCLA. The Bruins inside the low post. Floats it up and they get fouled. Yeah, that's coming from Roy Lab Stats, I believe, Vaughn, where you're able to see, like, the live, like, interactive map with, like, all the cases throughout the world, and they update it, like, every single minute. Derek Collison with 2 points going to the free throw line now to shoot 2 for UCLA. Yeah, that's true there. It's so sad. I hope everything's going well for Uncle Pizzle, because Uncle Pizzle, one of my mods here on the channel, he's out in London. So I hope everything's going well for him, because I know he has a family out in London. Yeah, that's so sad with the Netherlands. So sad. Ricky from Sunnyvale Trailer Park here as he gets a shout out on the channel as well. We got free throws coming up. Collison hits the second one. 8-point game, 44-36. As we are 3 minutes through the second half. Gonzaga right back with the ball. Dribbles past the half-court logo here with Morrison. Morrison now with the basketball. And we got a quick foul by UCLA as they reach in. So Gonzaga will inbound it once again. Pass this one into the backcourt here. Bulldogs with the basketball. They dribble past the half-court logo into the hands of Ravio. Ravio moves it over to Morrison. Morrison now's got it. Moves it over to the left wing perimeter. 3 turnovers in the second half here by Gonzaga as they pass over top of the key. Batista has the ball, moves it over here to Ravio. Ravio bounce pass over to Batista inside, puts it up too high off the glass, gets his own offensive rebound, puts it up, and it's good for 2. Puts it back to double digits here, 46-36. 16.5 left to go, right back over to UCLA. Bruins right with the ball as they move it around the perimeter. They dribble left wing here with Farmer. Jordan Farmer with the ball. Moves it over to Collison. Collison's got it now. Left wing, bounce pass top of the key. Moves it back to the right wing. The perimeter, Farmer. Bounce pass low post. UCLA puts up the jumper. It's up and it's good. Hits it back to 8 points. 46-38. 16 minutes remain right now. Oh, wow. Closing coffee shops in the Dutch. Spartans Gangs putting out here bad decisions. Well, I don't see that it's like a bad decision to close coffee shops out there in the Netherlands. The thing is, it's going to hurt the economy, but it's going to save lives there. But hopefully they get drive-through, because that's how we're serving our people. The coffee shops, all like the restaurants and stuff in the U.S., they're serving the people through drive-through. So hopefully they're able to open for drive-through out there in the Netherlands. If they just like shut down, it's like a bad decision, because that's not bringing like any revenue in. Can't make money there, and the business won't have like longevity there if you're not bringing in any revenue. So we're back to action. UCLA with a steal, and they lay it up and in. How about that? 6-point game right now. 46-40. 15.5 left to go. Gonzaga with a catch and shoot 3. Morrison fires. He has got it. Triple from behind the arc right there by Adam Morrison. So he keeps his team up by 9. Just comes off the screen right there inside. Goes back outside and gets fed the pass to the right wing. Catch and shoot. Adam Morrison connects. He worked on Aaron Aflalo. Oh, geez. Yeah, they got to close that border down. Netherlands-Germany border is still open. They really need to close that border down. U.S. closed borders all around the country. The free throw is up, and it's good. 50-40 now the score. Bubbles from Sunnyvale Trailer Park here. Looks like he's going to get a shout-out, too. 15-15 left to go. UCLA down by 10 with the ball. Bounce pass. The right wing perimeter here for the Bruins. Bruins with the basketball into the hands of Jordan Farmer. Moves it over. Left wing into the hands of Bozeman. Bozeman bounce pass to the left wing. Collison's got it. Collison top of the key. Dribbles now free throw circle. Dribbles back to the top of the key. 10 on the shot clock. 15 minutes remain. Darren Collison with the ball for UCLA. Collison, dribble drive, inside, floats it up too high off the glass. Rebound, ripped away by Batista of Gonzaga. Bulldogs right back with the ball. Moves in transition here. Pargo floats it up. It's no good. Rebound goes back to the Bruins. UCLA moves it up the court here. Makes their move inside. Low post for the Bruins. Bozeman feeds it back over. Right baseline now. UCLA with the ball with Bozeman. Lost control of it out of bounds. And Gonzaga will get it right back. 14.5 left to go. Cedric Bozeman of UCLA lost control of it. Gonzaga will get it right back. So they dribble past the half-court logo here for the Zags. Jeremy Pargo moves it over left wing. Now to the top of the key, back over to Pargo. Pargo passing to Morrison. Morrison leading the way with 16. Jumper, it's off the mark, no good. Missed the deep two. Rebound back by UCLA. Bruins now with the basketball. Passes right baseline. Goes inside as they miss the layup. Too strong off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Gonzaga here. As they go in transition, Gonzaga lost control of it, but gets tipped from behind. Out of the hands right there of Jeremy Pargo. And it's going to be Gonzaga basketball in the front court. They'll inbound with it. 14 minutes remain. Checking back into the game for UCLA, Darren Collison, the young Darren Collison at the time, playing in college, as he was a freshman. He was 6'1", 160 pounds his freshman season for UCLA. Gonzaga with the ball, 10-point game. Under 14 left to go. Big man McNutters from the Grange right now, as we get it as well. Do I know Vaughn's favorite Serie A team? I don't really know that many Serie A teams. Probably, I know AC Milan. I'll take a guess to see if it's AC Milan. Probably not, though. I used to remember Serie A growing up, because I had like FIFA. I had like I think it was FIFA 2011. I got like the last game for PlayStation 2 they had, because I went up to a PlayStation 2. First shot, no good. It's a miss at the free throw line by Gonzaga. I usually always played like international though for FIFA. I usually never did like any of the leagues. Second shot's good. Inter Milan. He's got there. Okay, bringing back a blast from the past there with some of the team names. 51-40, 13.5 left to go. Juventus, Roma. Blast from the past with these names, because I don't really follow like soccer as much, or like international football. As that's a right corner three. It's taken, and UCLA hits it from the outside as it puts it to an 8-point game here. 13:09 left to go. 51-43 the score, and we'll be back right after this break here on Behind the Arc Basketball. Second half, UCLA 60% from the floor in the second half now. In the first half, they were 26%, so total difference. Gonzaga first half, 58%, 22 here in the second half as far as shooting. UCLA was down by 17. Now they're down by 8. So we're back into the game. 13 minutes remaining. Gonzaga right back with the basketball here. Morrison dribbles past the half-court logo. Okay, so K-League in Korea postponing all matches until April 15th, so they might get back to action. Maybe they're after April 15th. Hopefully they'll get back to action. Going inside. As they put it up and in off the backboard, it's good there for two. 53-43, UCLA misses a shot. Rebound Gonzaga. Morrison bursts the speed into the key. Floats it up, and he's got two more. Adam Morrison hits it. 12-point lead here. 12.5 remaining. UCLA right back with the ball. Left wing perimeter into the hands of Michael Roll now. Passes over top of the key. UCLA feeds it over right baseline. Gonna take the jumper. It's up. No good off the back guy. Rebound Pargo here, Gonzaga. Gonzaga with the ball as we approach the 12-minute mark left to go. They pass it inside, low post, backing their way here for Batista. Batista with a hook shot, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line here to shoot two by Gonzaga. 12:07 left remaining. Actually, it's gonna be a push off by JP Batista, so he's gonna go right back over to UCLA. So UCLA will get the ball back. 12 minutes remaining. 12-point deficit here by UCLA. Bruins need a bucket. Pass it over Collison. He is open. Takes the three, and it's going to be an offensive foul away from the basketball. Committed by UCLA, so Gonzaga will get it right back. 11:55 left to go. 12-point game. So we're back into this one. Adam Morrison with the basketball for Gonzaga. Dribbles past the half-court logo. So we got under 12 minutes remaining here. Morrison, bounce pass left wing. So he dribble left baseline. They think the Mavericks have a chance at hitting a home run at the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, sure. Every single team does this year to hit a home run at the Super Bowl. but I'll say there's a chance there, but probably unlikely for Dallas to go all the way to like the NBA Finals for this year. As the free throws go down, Gonzaga's up by 14. 14 now. Hey, welcome in Dakota here. Thanks so much for stopping by. Vaughn's gonna eat pizza like in 20 minutes. That's his classic routine there. So it looks like you must have done takeout or so for your pizza. Hopefully your food's safe there, man. Hopefully all is safe there. I know we don't do like any takeout now until this is all said and done. Like we disinfect everything. We're like grocery shopping. And a package came into the mail yesterday, and I disinfected it. As that's a jumper right corner three. It's up, and it's good. It's an 11-point game right now, 57-46. But yeah, food can't get anything on it, though, so you're safe with food. It's only, like, the packaging for it. Like that stuff stays on, like, the packages for, like, cardboard and stuff for, like, 24 hours. So, a lot of that stuff we just, like, disinfect. 11 minutes remaining right now. UCLA right back with the basketball. Left wing perimeter for the Bruins as they dribble with it. There we go. That's a good one right there for Cormac to eat. Hopefully that meal is enjoyable. Oh, that's awesome, man. So finishes free agency draft. That's great, man. 10:53 left to go. Gonzaga still up by 11 right now. Looks like a roll Knight checks off to the bench here for Gonzaga. Picks up his 4th personal foul. So UCLA will inbound it. They were down as much as by 17 in this game. The Bruins with the basketball, and there are 11 left to go. They move it over to the right wing, back to the top of the key here to Jordan Farmer. Farmer here. Dribbles now with the basketball, moves it over left wing. Catch and shoot three, up in the air, rattles out, and it's going to be a foul. Gonzaga picks up the foul. Should be 3 at the free throw line, coming up by Aaron Aflalo here. Hey, welcome in here, Oded Deuce, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. Hopefully all is well with you, staying safe here. But welcome back on the stream. I appreciate it. Yep, we got a classic here tonight. What should Japan do with this situation? I would say in Tokyo, they should probably go into a lockdown. If they haven't already done so in Tokyo, I think they're considering it. But they really do need to go into a lockdown in Tokyo. Man, these are like throwback, like bottom of the screen banner stuff. Coke Rewards was just on there for throwback bottom of the screen sponsor for this game back from 2006. Man, 57-46, 10:37 left to go, and an Adam Morrison throwback here for Gonzaga as they took on the UCLA Bruins Sweet 16. Yeah, sure. Feel free to let me know who the first pick is there. So he's announcing first overall pick of his draft he's got going on with his mock draft he's going on right now. He's going to send Go KU here to save us. So free throw is coming up here at the line by UCLA. It is Aaron Aflalo going to the free throw line. First shot, no good. Hit the back iron, miss right there. Second shot by UCLA at the free throw line. This one is up, and they hit that one. Puts it back to 10. 57-47, 10.5 remaining here. Gonzaga dribbles past the half-court logo. Still dribble with the ball. Dribble drive inside by Ravio. Moves it out to the left wing. Gonzaga with it. Hands it off to Morrison. Morrison now. Spin move into the key. Puts up a jumper. Adam Morrison hits the front rim. Goes back to the back. And it's up and in right there for 2. It's Gonzaga's up by 12. We approach the 10-minute mark left to go. Adam Morrison at this stage of the game, he had 20 points. As that's a 3 taken. UCLA, it's off the mark. Missed 3-point shot. Rebounds. Goes back to Gonzaga. So 10 minutes remaining now. Gonzaga's a 12-point lead. We'll see how this lead goes on for the remainder of this game right here. Remember, everyone, UCLA was down by 17. Adam Morrison has it. Right baseline dribble. Into the low post. Puts up a jumper. Deep 2. It's off the mark. They get the offensive rebounds. Sean Mallion puts right baseline here. Mallion with the ball. Bounce pass. Low post. Batista puts it up. And that one's an air ball. It goes back to UCLA. The Bruins now have it. Transition. Puts it up. It gets blocked and tipped out of bounds. Last touch by number 32 here for Gonzaga. That is Sean Mallion. Going to go back to UCLA. Alright, so he's got Tom here for his first pick of the draft. It's his free agency draft. So like in Tom and a TB, going to TB now. It's going to be so strange. This year of 2020 for me is just so strange. UCLA right back with the ball. They got it right wing perimeter. Flalo puts it out to the right wing. Here into the hands of, yep, that's Farmer here. With the ball, top of the key dribbling. With UCLA, pass it over right corner. That's a 3 up in the air. It's off the side of the backboard. No good. Rebound Gonzaga. Gonzaga right back with it. 12-point game. 9 minutes remain. They pass it over to the right wing. Lobs it over low post, and Gonzaga travels with it. So it goes back to UCLA. Adam Morrison, he had 35 points in the first round game of 2006 against Xavier. Second round against Indiana, he had 14. And in this game, he finished off, Adam Morrison in this game, finished off with 24. Yep, he did that for me. I appreciate it there, my man. I appreciate my man Cody here. Yes, I do plan to call some NBA throwbacks as well. Probably like later or so, like probably like mid-April until like May or so for like NBA throwbacks. I want to do like the March Madness stuff like right now because I got like a lot of like March Madness, and then I expect the NBA is not going to be back for like a long time because this is getting like worse and worse and worse. If the NBA does get back, it's probably going to be played with like no fans around like July or so. As UCLA goes inside off the backdoor cut, they slam it home for 2, and we get a timeout on the court. 8.5 left to go, 59-49. But it looks like the worst, like as far as like the cases are concerned, like the worst is probably going to be like this week, and like the next week. It's going to be like the highest amount of cases as far as like cases per week. But it's going to be a long time, I feel like. Probably by like August 1st. But it could very well last into the summer. As far as live sports, hopefully they'll be back in like July. That's like a realistic estimate by this time. Gonzaga goes inside, banks it up and in off the backboard. That's 2 more right there by Adam Morrison. 61-49 right now. UCLA going inside as well. 8:15 remaining. Yeah, this has just been a wacky 2020. This is crazy. Can't wait to 2021. Opinions on Oasis, the band. I don't really listen to like Oasis um, that much, or so I'm not really like into like alternative stuff. Like I wasn't like huge into that growing up. Let's see. I'm gonna take notes of these. So Patrick's got some suggestions for me. That's awesome, man. So 76ers versus Lakers. He has got Kobe versus Iverson. I'll take a look and see if there's some good videos on that to do, my man, sometime. I'm gonna take a note of that one. So some AI throwback there. I was watching a 30 for 30 today. It was the 1984 NBA Finals there. The 30 for 30 over on ABC. Lakers versus Celtics. I didn't realize that, but it was I think it was Game 5, the Heat game back in '84, where they had like the Boston Garden. It was crazy, I guess. They had like a 95-degree temperature. The air conditioning broke inside the Boston Garden. 62-51. UCLA puts up the jumper left baseline. It's good. Gonzaga right back with the basketball. 7:40 left to go. They move it around the perimeter into the hands of Morrison. Adam Morrison's got the basketball right wing. I wonder if the draft's gonna go like on for like the NBA as well. Well, like the same day. Hopefully it's able to do so. I know they're planning to hold the NFL draft with no fans. That's a jumper. It's up. It's good. It's going to be a 3-point shot. That one goes down by Gonzaga. It's a 13-point game. Adam Morrison with 22. UCLA goes inside, puts it up, and they get it right there with a contact. They get fouled as well. UCLA will go to the free throw line and shoot the and one coming up. It's an 11-point game right now. Yeah, hopefully sports will be back for you, Vaughn, in May for Italy. Hopefully you'll have some Serie A games to look forward to in the future. Hopefully the K-League can go back really soon. Shot coming up at the free throw line by UCLA, and they put it back to 10. That one's up. That one's through. 64-54. Sure. Feel free to let me know who your first pick is in his NBA draft he's got going on right now for his mock draft. Gonzaga with it. Morrison with the basketball. 7 minutes remain here. Bulldogs move it over. Off the fingertips of Pendergraph, but able to get it back. Gonzaga has it. So they do hand it off into the hands of Pargo. That was dangerous. Dribble drive inside. They go with a reverse-handed layup, and Ravio hits it up and in for two right there by Gonzaga. Puts it back to 12. 6:40 left to go. Derek Ravio, 12.7 assists in this game so far by Gonzaga. As we have 6.5 minutes left to go in this one. UCLA, top of the key. Jordan Farmer moves it over right wing here with the perimeter. Collison passes over left wing to Aflalo. Moves it back over to Collison. Collison here with it. Darren Collison, he was in his freshman year at UCLA, played for the Pacers, and retired at the end of last year. That's a jumper taken left corner. They have got it. Aaron Aflalo from behind the arc and puts it back to 9. It's 66-57. Big three-point shot there to pull within single digits right now with 6 minutes remaining. Gonzaga past the half-court logo dribbling. We get a reach and foul by UCLA. So it stops the clock right now. This is tough to tell if they're in a bonus or not. Those graphics were added later in. Because back like 14 years ago, they didn't have like any of that indication like what the teams had for like timeouts or how many fouls they committed or like any of that if they were in the bonus or double bonus. They didn't have like any indication on the scoreboard what that was until like later on throughout like past like the 2010s decades they put that in, but looks like there's going to be foul shots coming up at the line. Awesome. Some Jordan Kobe there back in the day. I'll see if I can find that as well when I do start the NBA. Thanks so much for the suggestions, Patrick, my man. I appreciate it, bud. First shot here at the free throw line. Gonzaga hits it. So that's Jeremy Pargo who connects with that one. Cody picking out his pick here with Kobe. This is first round of his draft he's got. Looks like he's got the Legends drafts going on. Second shot, missed free throw at the line. Rebound UCLA. Bruins down by 10, 5:50 left to go. They move it over left wing. Ball deflected out of bounds. It's going to be out of, tipped out of bounds there, I think, by Gonzaga. Yeah, it's going to be tipped out of bounds by Pargo. So UCLA will inbound it. Texas was a 2 seed. Wow, Texas was a 2 seed back in 06. Yeah, I think they had Kevin Durant. They had KD, I think, for Texas that year. Florida won it that year with Billy Donovan, and Al Horford was on the Florida team that season. Oh, awesome. Some NFL throwbacks. Yeah, unfortunately, the NFL season can't start. Hopefully, everything will be back then by September. I really do hope so. This is just, it's so odd. Ah, man, sorry to hear that, Cody. His county has it now. My county has like 160 cases. Adam Morrison with 22. He finished off with 24 in this game. UCLA down by 10 to get the basketball. 5:40 left to go. The Bruins got it. Moves it over top of the key here for UCLA. Now they go dribble drive inside. Floats it up. That one's goes up and in off the back iron. Rolls into the net for 2. It's back to a single-digit game here. 67-59. Bradley was a 13 seed that advanced to the second round of the tournament. Wow. So they won the number 4 seed back in 06 tournament. As Gonzaga goes inside off the backdoor cut. It's going to be an offensive foul by Gonzaga. It's going to be a goaltend by UCLA. So it's actually going to be a goaltend by UCLA. Gonzaga went inside. Yeah, clear goaltend right there. Over the cylinder as UCLA blocked it. I'll go right back over to Gonzaga here. Oh, wow, that's good. Fingers crossed there, Patrick. So where he and Jason are, thankfully they don't have any. That's good there. So prayers out to everybody right now. I know I don't know anymore was in the channel earlier today. He said that his county in Miami had over 1,000 right now. That's a 3-point shot. UCLA hits it top of the key right there from behind the arc and puts this one to a 7-point game. 69-62 right now. Vegas Vic seeing the source saying Patriots drafting Patrick Queen at number 23. I'm going to get that up. Going to go for a linebacker there at number 23. Oh, that's LSU. That's lit right there. With LSU. It looks like the Saints are targeting him too, which totally makes sense right there since it's in-state. Oh, jeez. Your state has over 1,000 cases. Mine is 4,000 right now. And that's because of like the testing that's done. It's crazy. Like my home state of Mass is like done like over like 35,000 tests. I think it's crazy. Serie A and K are 2 of Vaughn's favorite soccer leagues. There. Hopefully they're able to resume by May, man. 69-62 the score. Adam Morrison's 10 for 14 with 22 points, but will it be enough in this game to hold off UCLA and get the W? We'll see. Sweet 16 of 2006, a throwback here on the channel. Gonzaga with the ball as we got 4:40 left to go as they inbound it. Dribble past the half-court logo into the hands of Derek Ravio. Ravio now dribbles right wing, moves it over low post at the right baseline to the hands of Batista. Moves it back outside to Morrison. Morrison. Left wing moves it back to the left corner. Back over to Morrison with 10 on the shot clock. Morrison now dribbles inside. Floats it up. That one gets blocked from the side to get the offensive rebound. Batista misses it. And it gets stripped and stolen away by UCLA. Right back over to the Bruins. Yeah, it's actually been quite a long day here. So I'm actually more tired than usual. As I'll be fine here. We only got 4 minutes left to go. But I was outside like working all day in the yard. Though now I spend like a lot of my time outside in the weekend since I really don't have like don't have like as much to do. Can't really travel anyplace either. As that's a jumper. It's off the mark. UCLA misses a shot. Rebound Gonzaga. 3.5 left to go. Morrison dribbles past the half-court logo. Gonzaga with it. Morrison with the ball with 24 in the shot clock. Bounce pass left wing perimeter for the Zags. And we get a foul picked up. UCLA will pick up a foul by Bozeman away from the basketball. Yeah, that's good there. If Kentucky doesn't have over 1,000 yet, thankfully that's positive there. Okay, so yeah, lack of testing may play a part in it. Mass is doing like crazy. They're doing like 6,000, like 5,000, 6,000 tests a day. It's crazy. Whereas like our neighbor in Rhode Island, right down the road, is only doing like 500 tests a day. Whereas like other states like Delaware and Maryland, they're barely doing any tests. It's crazy. I feel for the people. I feel for the people in. I think it's in Michigan. The people in Michigan, because I saw it was 2 days ago. Michigan had over 2,000 cases, and they had 4,000 people tested. Now, during that time, two days ago, my state of Mass had over 2,000 cases, and they had over like 25,000 people tested. So that's just like a lack of tests right there in the state of Michigan. But I saw like a couple of days ago with Delaware, they hadn't even tested like 1,000 people yet in that state. 69-62 the score, 3:27 left to go right now. A lot of players in foul trouble for UCLA. 2 players with 4 fouls, 3 players with 3 fouls. Adam Morrison not in foul trouble, as he averaged 28 points per game. Yes, I did see the question about Tennessee. I have no clue who they are targeting in the draft. I haven't checked to see who they are targeting in the draft. Yes, Rhode Island's really handling it very seriously, stopping over anybody with New York plates and asking them to quarantine for 14 days. The only thing is that people were out and about at the parks and they weren't social distancing, whereas people weren't doing that in Providence and Pawtucket the other day. They were at the park. They weren't social distancing, because I was watching the news and there was like a group of like high school students just like crowded around with each other, just sitting like in a circle by like 15, 20 people there all at once, just at the park the other day. 71-62, 3:20 left to go. And the news crews from behind got them on camera and showed it on the 10 p.m. news. 3:13 left remaining. 9-point game. UCLA goes inside. We got a foul committed by Gonzaga here. Yeah, on my way to work every single day, I drive past like an ice cream parlor. It's called Somerset Creamery on my way to work, and I can't believe that the creamery is open right now. They have like 11 or 12 cars in the parking lots, and people are buying ice cream and on like a 45-degree day up here. Like I that's not an essential business. Like, I have no clue why in the world they're even open. So we're gonna have free throws coming up in the line in just a moment. I'll see if there's any things that they're trying to target. Okay, so let's see. I got a couple of things. According to Nashville Post, they're looking at these players for draft targets. Looks like Kaylavon Jason of LSU. Oh, AJ Espensa they're looking at for Tennessee from Iowa. So let's see. I'm just going to open up the article. Pass rushing here. Yeah, okay. So pass rusher, they're looking at possibly AJ Espensa of Iowa. Another player here, Marlon Davison of Auburn, is on that list as well. Offensive line as well. will be another need. Austin Jackson of USC. His name comes up. Seamus Mackay Becton of Louisville. Yeah, people out and about buying ice cream. I'm like, it's March. It's not like it's July or August here. And people are buying ice cream when it's like 45, like 50 degrees out. So I think it's probably going to be, it's probably going to either be an edge rusher or like an offensive lineman. Most likely for like a first round pick. Most likely for Tennessee as we get back into this game. 71-62 now the score. 3:13 left to go. Free throws at the line. First one's up. First one is good. As UCLA hits it, puts it back to an 8-point game. Speaking of Tennessee, for college basketball next year, Tennessee is going to be really good, in my opinion. If they keep that whole cast, they're gonna have. I think they're gonna have John Fulkerson back. I think he'll be a senior next year. But I think they retain like 4 out of the 5 for the starting 5 players next season for Tennessee. So they should have a really good team. I think they got like a really good transfer as well. That they got and a couple good recruits. So this past year, a rebuilding year, but they were close to being a part of the bracket though. 71-64, 7-point game, 3:05 remaining here, and that ball off the fingertips of Batista Gonzaga goes out of bounds. That's a costly turnover. And then we'll go right back over to UCLA. Turnover 15 in this game by Gonzaga. Will NFL games have fans in week 1? I hope that they do, Vaughn. I really do hope so. I'll say yes there. Hopefully that they'll have fans in week 1 if everybody's playing their part, but that means 100% of the U.S. is going to have to play their part. Yeah, they signed Tannehill to an extension, so they are going with Tannehill now for Tennessee. It looks like they're not gonna draft a quarterback most likely in this draft, unless it's like a late rounder, but they're not going to pick one up really early. Missed 3-point shot by UCLA. Rebound Gonzaga. 2:40 left to go. 7-point lead now by the Zags. Morrison's got the basketball. Dribbles towards the left wing. Passes this one over to Batista. Now into the hands of Pendergraph. Pendergraph passes over top of the key here. Over to Ravio. Bounce pass to Morrison. Morrison inside. Takes the jumper. This one's up. No good. Off the back iron. Rebounds. Back over by UCLA. Yeah, that's right. They got a transfer over from Sacred Heart. I think he averaged around like 16 points per game this past year. So that's huge there for Tennessee. As that is a missed shot, but to get the offensive rebound, UCLA puts it back up and in. 13th offensive rebound of the game by UCLA. They're only down by 5. Gonzaga with the ball. 2 minutes left to go. They move it out to the edge of that March Madness logo, where it said NCAA on the court back in 06. Gonzaga now with the basketball. Got a timeout taken here in the court by Gonzaga. Stops the clock. Minute 48 left to go. 71-66 to score. So 1 timeout remaining by Gonzaga. 0 by UCLA. Minute 48 remaining. UCLA was down by 17 in this one. The winner of this game would take on Memphis. Memphis is a 1 seed. This is a 3 versus 2 in the Oakland's side of the bracket. This game's taking place at the University of San Francisco as part of the Oakland Regional. Gonzaga will inbound. They pass it over into their backcourt. Minute 45 left to go. Yeah, that's right. They're going to have to need a backup quarterback since Mariota is no longer there. Morrison moves it out. Left corner. 3. In the air. It's off the mark. No good. They get the offensive rebound. Batista puts it up. That shot gets blocked and it's going the other way. UCLA with the basketball here. Burst of speed. Low post Collison floats it up with a contact and he gets it and he gets fouled as well. And there'll be a shot coming up at the free throw line by Darren Collison here. UCLA with a 3-point game with a minute and 35 left to go in this one. At Darren Collison with a contact, puts it up, puts it through as he gets fouled in the dribble drive by Pargo. As Gonzaga wanted that to be an offensive foul. It's going to go, 1 second here. Are they going to take away the points? Because I see 6, it must be is it going to be a scoreboard glitch by CBS? I'm going to keep the 68 for now, but they got it at 66. 71-66, unless it's my end. We're going to see here. First shot coming up by Collison. Collison, no good, off the mark. So it is 66. 71-66 now. Minute 25 left to go. So they said the foul was before the shot. So they won't give him the and one. So it's a 5-point game. Unless somebody messed around with a scoreboard on CBS. Alright, so 18 on the shot clock. Minute 12 left to go. Gonzaga basketball. Morrison's got it now as we approach a minute and 5 left to go. Morrison, spin move into the key, puts it up, rattled out, no good, tipped around. Morrison lost the handle of the ball as he tried to rebound it, and he last touched it as he gave up on the basketball, and it's going to go right back over to UCLA. Someone has plans to go to Europe in mid-June. Should that person cancel their trip? Yes. Shouldn't be traveling internationally for like a long time. Probably not until like Christmas or so. Most likely. 53 seconds left to go. UCLA floater. Right baseline, it goes down. Now we're back to 3 points. So 50 seconds remaining. When am I streaming? I believe probably tomorrow I'll be back. So most likely tomorrow I'll be back with my next stream. 40 seconds left to go. We're going to have a timeout taken on the court here by Gonzaga. So Gonzaga leads 71-68, 40.8 left to go in this game. 10 fouls by UCLA, 8 by Gonzaga. Hey, welcome in, MTG. Thanks so much, man, for stopping by. I appreciate it. Hopefully all is well with you as well. 40 seconds left to go in this game. As we go Sweet 16 here, throwback to 2006 with Adam Morrison, Gonzaga. They took on UCLA. 3 versus 2 in the tournament back in 06. Morrison will have the basketball. I appreciate it, Comac. Morrison's got it. Dribbles past the half-court logo. 34 seconds left to go. 15-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Gonzaga's got the ball now into the hands of Ravio. Ravio's got it. Moves it over to Morrison. Morrison with 25. Morrison dribbles. Takes the deep 2. Right baseline. It's off the mark. Why'd he take it so early? As UCLA picks up the rebound, and Batista commits the foul with 19.7. He had a lot of time left to go on the clock, and I have no clue why in the world did Adam Morrison shoot a left baseline jumper with 8 on the shot clock and 22 left to go on the game clock. Makes 0 sense. Makes 0 sense when you still got 8 seconds left to go on the shot clock and a 3-point lead. No clue. UCLA gets fouled. Ryan Hollins will go to the free throw line. And he's going to shoot now. 1-1. First shot, he's got it. Hollins hits the shot. It is good at the line. Puts it to a 2-point game. 19 seconds remaining. It's a 2-point game. Second shot coming up here at the free throw line by UCLA by Ryan Hollins. Hollins with shot number 2. Hits the front rim, goes to the back, and it's up and through. It's a 1-point game. They were down by 17 at one point by UCLA. Gonzaga's going to get the inbound. 19.7 left to go. And they're going to get the inbound here right in their backcourt in just a moment. Gonzaga will inbound the basketball. Looking to pass it into the corner here to Morrison. Double team. Set up right there. Morrison able to get it out. They do. Into the hands of Batista. 15 seconds. Batista lost control of it. UCLA will get back the basketball. Feeds it. Low post. Inside. And they lay it up and in with 8.6 to go. UCLA down by 17. They have taken the lead right now with 8.6 seconds remaining. 72-71. Gonzaga inbounds and no timeouts. Got to hurry here. Lost control of it. On the ground. UCLA diving. Can you believe it? 2.6 remaining. Down by 17. Gus Johnson will say on his broadcast, Heartbreak City. As Adam Morrison right now, I got the scene with me. He is tearing up right now with 2.6 left to go. UCLA stripped Gonzaga with the basketball past half court. They dove on it, and UCLA gets fouled. They're going to go to the free throw line. 72-71 with 2.6 left to go. As Adam Morrison right now is tearing up in this classic from 14 years ago. UCLA will inbound. 1.9 left remaining. So there was a foul to give right there by Gonzaga. Now they're going to go to the line. UCLA will go shoot free throws here with 1.9 left remaining. As Adam Morrison right now as I'm watching him just tearing up with this one. I've seen that on multiple occasions. Gonzaga versus UNC back at 2017. Same exact thing. And he was doing it in 2006. He knew that this game had just gone the other way when they turned over that basketball. Aaron Aflalo, 80% free throw shooter here at the line with 1.9 left to go for UCLA. First shot's up. No good. Hit the front rim. He missed it. The second one coming up here at the free throw line. He was supposed to be the next Larry Bird, just never materialized into the NBA for Adam Morrison. Number 3 overall pick from 2016, as this was his final college basketball game of his career, as he was a junior declared for the draft, as he averaged 28 points per game in his junior season back in 05 and 06. 73-71, the free throw. Second one is good at the line by UCLA. Gonzaga will get the inbound here. UCLA checks in a player here into the game. It's going to be number 15 into the game, Ryan Hollins, to defend the inbound. Gonzaga will inbound. 1.9 left to go. They have to go full court pass here. They check it up. It's going to go up into the air. Batista with a catch. Puts up the jumper, and he misses it. Misfires on the catch right there by Batista for the deep 2. It is over, and UCLA gets the victory. 73-71. Down by 17. Morrison at half court crying in this one. His last game ends in Heartbreak City for Gonzaga here as they lose out in the 2006 March Madness tournament in the Sweet 16 against UCLA. UCLA's 17-point comeback as they went as a number 3 seed to the national championship, but lost to the Florida Gators that year in 06, 73-57. So that's a wrap here, everybody, on the channel. Can I say burger in a French accent? Not sure, like, how to do a French accent or so, but interesting there. Vaughn wouldn't be surprised if all sporting events in 2020 are played behind closed doors. Yeah, this looks like it could go beyond Thanksgiving, most likely. This looks like pretty severe, but hopefully we're back to action here in 2021. What a comeback, though. Wow, indeed, Jacob. What a comeback. 73-71, 17-point comeback by Gonzaga in the 2006 Sweet 16 game between these two teams. Gus Johnson was on the call. This was just a huge game. Adam Morrison finished with 24 points, yet not enough in this game for Gonzaga to get the W as they lost by 2 points against UCLA. Thanks so much for stopping in here, everybody. I appreciate it. On another throwback on the channel here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Stay safe, everybody. And thanks so much for watching, as this is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, and stay safe here, everybody.